It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome.
This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 22-yard line.
Hill now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
First down, Bengals.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. A false start backs him up 5, first and 15.
An option handoff here to Mixon.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Taken down by Pete Werner. So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away into.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Play action. It's Hill. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Hunter Nice-Runner on to punt now on 4th down.
Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Off the play fake. Hawkins. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A give to Kamara running right. Backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Looking to throw. Hawkins.
He'll air this one out deep for Sims.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Hill. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Throwing on first down. Hawkins. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
7 yards, the pickup there. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
3 yards remain for second down.
Back to throw. Hawkins. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Throwing on third and long. Hawkins. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Sam Hubbard, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
On first and 10, Hill. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Looking to throw. Hawkins. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. Back to throw. Hawkins.
He'll air this one out deep for Sims. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think confidence start to become a factor.
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On second and 9, Hill. And the catch made by Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Bengals first down.
Hill on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, here's the option.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A gain there of 21 yards. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, Hill. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down. Hill. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Touchdown! Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
17. Saints nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First and 10 at the 37.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Looking to throw. Hawkins. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that could be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And he'll decide to... bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Hill. And he's got his big tight end here.
And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
26 yards. First down, Bengals.
They go play fake, and it's Hill. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. DJ Reader able to record his 5th sack of the season.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Hawkins.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield.
Get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 24. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Tanner Muse in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Hawkins. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And this one is incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
An option handoff here to Mixon.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
2nd down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40 and down to the 29-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
An option handoff here to Mixon.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Saints. The 40. The 20. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Wait a second. They declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now, let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, You'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Stops short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. They'll run it with Kamara. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Looking to throw. Hawkins. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threat.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Well, when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
The Bengals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Hawkins escaping the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Hill. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Tyron Johnson.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Hawkins. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Looking to throw. Hawkins. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
That's caught by Sims. And work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 46-yard.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 46. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's taken down inside the 30. 48 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 12, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
Off play action. Hawkins. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
An option handoff here to Mixon.
Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Bengals, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the